Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. In this one we are looking at a beer that was sent to me from Deep in RC, also known as Liam Goodliff. He messaged me the other day. He said, I'm going to send you a couple of beers over, and they arrived today. So I've got two beers to do that he kindly sent me, so a big thank you to Liam, much appreciated. And the first one we are looking at is from Buxton Brewery, and this is a can of their Downtown New York Lager. It's in a 440ml can. It's coming in at 4.2%. I don't know how much it was. I'm going to guess, if I was guessing, I'd be saying about £3 to £3.50. On the back it says, dry hopped and in the New York style with Wolf Azaka and Artanum cryo hops to make it crisp, fruity and a refreshing lager. So hopefully it's going to be decent. Lovely artwork. And I'm guessing that is New York there. That's a map of New York, I think. Now, I don't have a Buxton glass, but I do have this very nice lager glass. Looks very similar to the red stripe glass I had yesterday. So, let's get it cracked open and see what we get. Now, Liam did say this is a very decent lager. Fingers crossed it is. More importantly, hopefully I like it. Now I clearly scrubbed my red stripe glass yesterday very well. Took the outside off, but I didn't clean it enough on the inside. So, there's still a little bit left in the can. It's a beer in a glass. We got a nice amount of carbonation going up. Lots of small bubbles, which is good. We got quite a compact head. It's kind of compact on the bottom, a little bit bigger on the top. About 2 finger of white head, slightly hazy, sort of golden looking beer. There's plenty of sort of sediment and floaty bits going around in there. So looks pretty decent, looks like a typical sort of lager. Let's give her a swirl. Dive in with the nose and have a sniff. Okay. It has got a bit of an IPA hop aroma to it. Just a light aroma. You do get that lager aroma in the background. Malty. There is a little bit of a fruity nose on there. And there's that IPA sort of hop aroma, which I would guess is the Azaka. I would guess. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So, let's get a bit more in there. So, what I am hoping for, it's not like an IPA. So, fingers crossed, it won't be. Big thank you again to Liam. Thank you very much, mate. Let's dive in, have a taster. Buxton Brewery, Downtown New York Lager. Cheers. Yeah. Let's get some more in there. Let's go in again. (4.2%), quite light in body. Probably understandable. Certainly different to what I was expecting. Well carbonated. Well carbonated. Does feel a little bit rough in the mouth for me. When that carbonation goes down, it does feel a little bit fierce, I would say. It's light to drink. It's clean and it's crisp. But the downside I have with it, the thing that I don't like about it, is it's not lager enough. it's not lager enough. The hops they use have made it taste like an IPA for me. So we'll get some more out the can. On the taste, yeah, the more you have, and it just gets worse in my opinion, in the sense of, well, in the sense that not, it just, the more you have, the more it sort of tastes like an IPA. For me, there is a little bit of maltiness at the start. And there is that sort of lemon citrus thing going on in there. But the more you drink, like I say, the hops are taking over more. And it has that hoppy, fruity IPA sort of tang to it. On the back end, I'm going to say you start getting sort of grapefruit coming in. You get sort of like a grapefruit sort of bitterness. Or you could, it's a bit funny. It could be associated with sort of like an orange bitterness as well. It's quite a sharp sort of bitterness, but the flavour is sort of grapefruit on the back end for me. 4.2%. Not really there. The only thing that, again, as I always say, the only thing for me that makes it feel stronger is that bitterness. And like I said, it feels like it ends with a grapefruit bitterness. Now, I'll be brutally honest here. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. And mostly because if I want a lager, I want a lager to taste like a lager and not like an IPA. And it's sort of like not enough IPA to call it an IPA, or to give it a full-on IPA taste, which you wouldn't expect because it's not trying to be an IPA. But there's not enough lager in there either for me to call it a lager. So, and it's it's that sort of thing that I don't like with some modern lagers. So for me, yeah, it doesn't do it for me personally. I do apologise, Liam. I will drink it. Would I recommend it? I think this is one of them beers that comes down to what you want to drink. If you want a lager, a typical sort of lager, and you want that lager to taste like a lager, I don't think this one's for you. Not enough lager elements in there. If you're quite partial to a lager with that kind of IPA vibe going on in it, you'll love it. But for me, it doesn't do it for me. It's perfectly drinkable, like I say, clean and crisp. But if I'm totally honest, I really do not like lagers that taste like IPAs. So there you go. I am sorry, Liam. I do apologise, mate, but a big thank you for sending it. Buxton Brewery, downtown New York lager. More like an IPA in my opinion. Depends what you want. So there you go. If you've had this beer before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. I know Liam's going to comment. Liam's going to be saying, I ain't sending you any more beer. You never bloody like any of it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.